Welcome to Deaf and Dumb. I'm Dan.
And I'm Dudley.
Yeah. You forget? Do you forget? You seem like you forget sometimes. Sometimes you're just like...
There's a lot of things going on in my life right now. I don't have time to think about my identity.
Oh, is that so?
Who I am.
You have lost sense of your own identity?
Possibly.
Possibly. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Welcome to this show.
Deaf and Dumb.
Deaf and Dumb.
Dan
Our
and
weekly podcast where we talk about stupid
podcast
shit.
Extraordinaires.
We talk about very important things
Very
on this
important
show. Like
entertainment.
Escapism. And not dealing with your reality.
I mean, sure. Sure, we can talk about that. Do you want to talk about that?
No, it's too depressing. No, it's good.
I guess
everything is good.
You're heavily weighed upon by the impending fatherhood.
Yes,
which is soon.
Very soon.
It's what, a week from Wednesday?
Thursday,
yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Does it feel real?
Yeah, sure.
Real.
I don't know what real feels like.
Well, I imagine something along like this.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we're doing that one adult thing now. We mentioned last week that we may be buying a house, but that's not happening anymore.
Yeah,
because reasons.
It just didn't pan out. That's how sometimes that's how things go. Is you do something
for the best, anyways.
And you do things and you think it just didn't work out, and that's okay.
Yes,
there's nothing wrong with that.
No. So we're gonna adult a little less.
A little bit less. Having a child is enough adulting.
Enough adulting for this year.
And just the right. You got to reach the right level of adulting.
Yes. Yes. What are you writing over there, Daniel?
Nothing.
You're making notes. You're making notes now.
Not anymore because you draw attention to it.
You can do it. Go ahead.
No, I don't. I don't even know what I was writing down. But anyway, the Kickstarter for Root, just happened.
Yes,
and they're starting to send out stuff, and they're also
how much did they raise?
I don't know, a bunch,
a lot,
way more than their goal. They raised a ton of money.
Yeah, because the Root is the best game.
It is really good,
and adding more to the best game is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
So people will get money.
I believe it made more money than the original game did.
That makes sense.
All I know is that they got more money from me.
Yeah.
Because there's extras, add-ons. Like, it's like $60 or $65, something like that.
Standard
for the
package.
base package, you get the expansion and a few extra little things, but otherwise that's it.
Yeah, and that's all you spent, right?
No. Well, I already spent that because they charged me, but then they came back and said, "Hey, here are the add-ons.
Here's some extra...
you got to verify your shipping information," and then they're like,
"While we got you,
look at these things." And so I dropped another $65 on it because I got the Vagabond meeples.
They already have meeples.
No, but they're individual ones for each of the different types of vagabonds.
Different vagabonds.
It's a set of meeples for the vagabonds. Each one's different depending on which vagabond you want to play. So I got a variety pack of vagabond meeples. I also got the updated faction boards, so that update the boards with the errata information, things that they tweaked.
Rule changes.
Yeah, the balancing they did. So I got that. That was a must buy. Just to upgrade my copy to get it accurate. And I also bought the thing that really put me up in the price was they have a matte version of the board.
A mat, like
a roll mat, we play cards. It's like that, except it has the board printed on it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and I bought the old one and the new one.
Oh, so you
they were about $25 each, but I was like, that's really nice. I want to get that. So double-sided mat with it. So it's a roll-up mat that has the board on it. Yeah.
Which is nice because Gary's copy.
His bows a little bit, and
we live in Texas, East Texas to be more specific. It's very
right about Right about there. On this.
Well, now people know where we are. We have to move.
Right about there on my coffee cup.
Wait.
For those who don't know, who don't watch the show on YouTube, I have a coffee cup with Texas. Mm-hmm. It's actually a PAX mug.
Mm-hmm. If you look at the other side.
If you look at the other side,
PAX.
San Antonio. I've had this every episode. I only own 2 of these. But anyway.
That's nice.
Tejas.
No one cares.
That's where we are.
What I was saying was it's very humid here.
Yes.
So there's a lot of moisture in the air, and it causes the board to bow a little bit.
Yes, apparently.
And when it's sitting outside the box, and it's a little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
But the mat would fix that.
Yes, I believe he had talked about, and I didn't know about it until he had mentioned it. That it was like, hey, they're coming out with.
Oh, so he's like the dealer. He's like, hey.
Well, I mean, I forgot he mentioned him. I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh, if you like this stuff, here's some nice stuff.
He mentioned it, and then I was like, okay, cool. I didn't really consider it until I saw it in there.
Yeah. And then you're like, I'll throw some money at this.
That's nice. That'd be cool to have. Yeah. But then I was like, well, I'll just buy one. And then I was like, well, you get they have the new board and the old board. Well, I don't want to have just the matte version of the
new
the
board.
One
Same as the old board.
No, it's not. It's different.
That
phrase is not applicable. So I bought both.
Yeah.
Because why not? It's just money, right?
Yeah. Who cares about money?
Who needs that?
Who needs money?
So
I don't need money.
Yeah, so I got that. I'll have that probably in the fall sometime.
Is that when it's coming out?
I think so. It's later.
They haven't given you a date. They just took your money and ran.
They took my money and ran.
Like,
I guess I didn't
meet
care.
us here later.
I really don't care. I'm just like, I was just like, oh, throw money at it. Whenever you got it, send it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the bird faction. It sounds intriguing.
Yeah, the new crows or whatever you call them.
They have a name, but I don't remember what it is right now. But it looks good. Mm-hmm. Looks fun.
Yeah.
We played it a couple of weeks ago, or the old one, not the new one.
The
we
base
talked about
set.
it. Yeah, we enjoyed it.
It's not the old one, it's the base set. This is an expansion to
the old version.
Yeah, that's not right. Stop saying that. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I am, however, a little annoyed about another Kickstarter that I kicked a while ago. Because it's the Dark Souls board game, which I backed on Kickstarter. And I have the base set.
A couple years ago.
2 or 3 years ago now. It's been kind of frustrating because
you're supposed to get other stuff.
I'm supposed to get stretch goal stuff.
Yeah.
That was freebie. Now, they did Wave 1, which was just the base game and everything. I have that. Then they did Wave 2, which was like all the extra stuff people paid for. Like extra paying things they bought, add-ons they paid for. Yeah. So they did that. Now they're working on Wave 3, which is all the stretch goal stuff, which is stuff I got. Because I didn't get any of the add-ons. I just got, the baseboard game and all the stuff that came with stretch goal was even like plenty. No. And, they've been up in their update emails, they've been pushing it like, hey, make sure you basically requiring everyone to update their shipping information before they can send it to us.
Yeah.
And it even sounds like from reading it that they won't send you anything without you updating it. So it's like, even though my shipping address has not changed, but the email address I used when I kicked that doesn't exist anymore. I have changed to another email address. And so that's what they sent the survey to from the Backer Kit survey went to that email, which doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And there's no way for me to get to that survey because I don't have the email.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
I've sent multiple tickets in through their. They have a little form you can fill out. I've done at least 2 or 3 tickets through that form, trying to find out what am I supposed to do. I can't get on there to update because y'all are sending it to the wrong email. That again does not exist.
Yeah.
And I even put in a ticket with the Backer Kit people.
Yeah.
And the long story short, they sent me an email and didn't understand what I was saying and said, no, you can find your survey here. And I click it and it shows my root survey. And I'm like, no, I already did that one. This is one for a different email that I don't have anymore.
Yeah.
And I said that and they haven't responded. So it's been a little frustrating for the last couple of weeks because I've been kind of just not thinking about it, but I've been trying to find out. And I've looked at comments and stuff. I'm not the only one having this trouble.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of other people having the same problem. And from what I can tell, Steamforge is not handling any of it. They have a ticket system, and I guess they have so many Kickstarters going and so much stuff going on that they just can't keep on top of it. But it's really annoying that I'm worried that I'm not going to get any of my extra stuff because they won't fix this.
That's
I can give them whatever information they want to verify that I am who I say I am.
Yeah.
Or pull up my thing on Kickstarter and be like, here it is.
Yeah. But, you should have a receipt.
Yeah.
Right? For your Kickstarter, right?
Yeah. Well, and it was sent to the old email. I don't know if it got transferred. I went looking for it and couldn't find it. I mean, I still have my Kickstarter account. It just has a new email address on it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm not sure I'm going to get the extra stuff for that because I don't know if they're going to send it to me or not without me running the update. So that's annoying. I didn't mean to go on a rant about that, but that's kind of been frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate. They should have a way for... I mean, surely when you updated your backer kit...
Well, see, now I don't have an account with BackerKit.
Oh, because it's tied. They just create one.
They just send you a survey. It goes to that email. You click on it and go, you can make an account, but I don't have one.
Yeah.
And so I'm like... I mean, me making a new account's not going to tie that on an email that doesn't exist anymore to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do about that. It's really annoying.
Well, if you know what Daniel should do about that, let us know.
Let us know. I don't. I'm sure there are other people having the same problem as they could. But anyway, let's talk about games we're actually playing.
Yeah.
I didn't
play a lot this week, but I played some stuff earlier in the week because I came back and played some more VR games.
Yeah.
Before you took down the Vive.
Yeah.
From
I
the living room.
had it set up in a living room
and it was a lot of fun. I finished SuperHot VR.
Yeah.
Which
good.
was a blast.
Yeah.
And a lot of fun and exhausting. And
I
had two solid...
Physically exhausting.
Two solid workouts in it. Just,
We did that last week. We don't have to do it again.
And then I was like, well, I'm done with this. And I was about to shut it down. And I was like, well, let me check out the new Accounting Plus.
Yeah.
And things got weird.
It's weird.
The
original version was really weird.
I think we've talked about it on the show.
We have.
I don't know if we talked about Plus, though.
I think I have.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I thought I did when it came out. I purchased it. It's weird.
It's really bizarre.
It's really
and there's
bizarre.
a whole nother layer. I mean, there's the whole original game.
Yes.
And then there's you get to a certain point, it goes beyond that and into an alternate version of the original game.
Yeah, you have actually gotten further than me because I got stuck. I think I talked about this on the show. Is I got to a point where I couldn't progress. Like every time I would try to do, there was no. I got into a space that was like a weird graveyard-looking almost type area.
Yeah, I don't think I got much any further. I think I just did an option in that area.
Yeah, and I could not figure out. Yeah, if that was the ending.
I don't think it is because. If you go in the menu, there's if you hop over to one spot, there's a little suitcase that has all the different areas you can go. Kind of a
like all
home
the tapes
menu,
and stuff,
all the different tapes. Well, there's still 3 slots empty that we haven't discovered.
Yeah, I have no idea. And I've been stuck on it, and I never did figure it out what I was supposed to do.
And then there's another spot in the same area where you hop over to, and it's like a little basketball. It's kind of funny because you can sit there and shoot baskets.
Yeah.
And I apparently am terrible at it, or you're not supposed to be able to do it.
I don't think it's an easy thing to do. I think that's a lot of it. I think it is very difficult to achieve.
You can shoot baskets.
Yes.
But eventually it'll just be like, you want it.
Yeah.
You didn't do it. We'll just pretend.
You know what? Let's just say say you did it. And
I'll give you the award.
I'll give you
and
the
it
award.
won't let you shoot anymore.
Yeah.
But while I was doing that, I noticed there was a tape over on the floor.
There is.
And I was like,
Yeah.
So I was like, the box area is pretty big. Like when we were playing,
see, when you played it, you
had
a much larger space than when I tried it. I never figured a way to get to it.
I was like, I think I can reach it if I put the edge of the box on the square that I can stand on, and then I can walk way out. And I did. I almost got to it, and I got all the way out there. I was starting to reach.
Uh-huh.
and then it moved. It just scurried away like another 5 feet, and I was like, well, out of range now. So I'm guessing you have to do, either it's a taunting thing, or you have to do something really specific for that.
Or a troll.
It could be.
But the whole game's pretty trolly.
Yeah.
It's funny, though.
It is funny. I'd like to try it some more and see if we can get some of the other
I need to go back and check it out some more.
But it's just weird.
Yeah.
It's just weird and weird and weird.
But
it's fun.
I got 2 new games this week.
Yeah.
In fact, I talked about one of them I had gotten and I was downloading last Sunday.
Yeah. Supraland.
Supraland.
Yeah.
Supra land. And it's really good.
Yeah.
And it's deceptive. Because the whole thing is like you're in this kid's backyard.
Yeah.
In like sandbox type thing. And you're playing this like, clay stick figure. That's like you're with the red village and the blue village has stolen your water and you got to go get their water back, and you get and as you go it's got like some Metroidvania type stuff going on where you get upgrades that allow you to get into other areas and solve more puzzle. There's treasure chests hidden in little secret nooks and crannies everywhere, and the reason I say it's kind of deceptive is because like the way the game is. At first, I thought, I'm going to knock this out. It's no time. It's a $20 game. It's probably not that long. I'm going to knock it out. And after about, I played for like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
And I looked and I had like 27%. I was like, this game's way bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah.
And it just kept going. I kept thinking, I'm halfway there.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it was like 20%. And I'm like, what? And now I'm like 7 hours in. And only 47%. So,
okay.
Yes, there are a lot of collectible stuff, I'm sure. But it's still a lot of stuff going on, and I still feel like I'm leaving areas without completing them.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's stuff I'm like, I can't figure out how to do this, and then later I get something that helps me figure out how to do it, or gives me the item that I need to go back and figure out those little puzzles.
Yeah.
And so it's tons of that. So it's lots of, like, treading space and trying to figure out stuff.
Well, the Metrovania.
Yeah, exactly.
You get new items.
It's really
to be
cool.
I want to play it.
It's really good. I really like it. I was playing it just before we started recording, and I really enjoy it. It keeps adding, and it doesn't do anything like I expected to be honest. Like, I kept thinking, it's first person, so, well, first off, I was like, have a sword and a gun, or, but, like, you have a sword, but you wield left-handed, and then you can switch to a gun, but then later you get this other type of gun that does something I didn't even expect. And then you have, you can summon a cube that you can use to get up on things or put on buttons.
A companion cube?
Kind of a companion cube. But, and there's a lot of weird references in the game. It's just a cool, weird little game. And I really like it.
Just looking at the trailer, I kind of got a Half-Life 2 vibe to it.
A little bit.
Because it kind of reminds me of you're going through areas, but you're doing puzzles and you have to use the gravity gun. Not gravity gun, but there's physics puzzles.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminded me of Half-Life.
A little bit. But it's a fun little, kind of whimsical, cool little game.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. I've been bouncing between it and a game that also came out this week.
I'm sorry, I'm yawning.
Yeah, stop that.
It's not because you're boring.
They came out this week, or a couple of days ago, Forager.
Yep, Forager.
It's you're kind of mining,
it's like a
crafting game.
Thing,
yeah,
right?
it's a, sprite, two-dimensional, and it's weird because it's very minimalist in a lot of ways. Because it's not like Minecraft where you have just sprawling, procedurally generated game that goes on forever. You start on a little island, and that's all the space you have. The rest is water.
Yeah.
And then, as you generate coins, gold coins that you getting money by at first just making them out of gold, and then later you get little banks that give you interest. I guess they slowly generate them.
Yeah.
And then you sell stuff, and you build buildings that give you markets and stuff like that. And you start selling stuff, and then you can buy add-ons, little grids. It's a big grid of islands you start building outward.
Yeah.
And each one may have a different biome. They may have a different little puzzle on them. And it's just more area for more things to spawn. Because stuff just slowly, over time, trees
well, it's not
and
like Minecraft where you're mining out.
Yeah, there's no mining down.
Spawns,
it's just every once in a while you hear a little bloop, bloop, little things start popping up on the map. You got trees. Bloop, bloop. It makes a noise. It's not bloop, but it makes a noise.
This is Daniel's recreation of game noise.
Yeah, it makes little noises, and trees and plants and rocks and stuff grow, and you go and you break them and you get stuff out of them. You can also get a shovel and you can dig into the ground a little bit just to pull up dirt or bones or whatever you find.
And a lot of bloop.
And a lot of bloops.
Am I annoying you?
I like it. I'm ignoring you.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. It's a huge time sink.
Yeah.
Like,
how many hours have you put into it?
Okay, so, for example, I started playing it
Saturday morning?
Saturday morning. I got up at like 7:30 because I'm an adult.
I'm hoping you tell this story as if you haven't told me this before.
I know. And I got up at like 7:30, started playing it. And I was like, man, I should take a break and get a drink of water. And I looked, and it was 1 o'clock.
So you spent 5 hours.
I spent like 5 hours straight playing it. And I was like, I pulled away.
6 hours, actually.
Yeah, 6 hours, whatever that is. And I've been all. And every time I sat down and start playing it, I'm like, it just eats time. Before I know it, playing that game, the day was over. And it was today. And I was like,
I foraged the day away.
I foraged the day away. It was fun because it's weird because I kept finding myself going either like something about it was like, man, I wish I had a way to do X, or wish I had a way to auto mine things, and then I would unlock something that would kind of do that.
Yeah,
not necessarily in the way I expected to do it, but it kind of does.
Yeah.
So slowly, but now I'm just like at a point where like I'm constantly out of space because I got all these things running that keep grabbing things, and I'm like, it's just so much going on, and I'm like, game's weird. It has a lot of sound effects that are
a lot of bloops.
You get a lot of bloops, and it's
bloops.
Like you get these auto miner things, and you basically plop them down on the map. You build them; they're a little structure, and it'll start just zapping things within a radius, and it breaks them down until they break, and then you gather those resources.
Yeah.
Well, they make like a cracking, like pop noise every time they do it.
So a pop and a bloop.
Yeah, every time it happens. Which, if the area is fairly sparse, or you've already mined it out and you put that down, so basically it just hits everything that as they show up.
Yeah,
it's not that big of a deal. But when you have 4 of them going in really dense area that you haven't touched in a while, that just completely filled up with rocks and trees and stuff, and you plop it down, it's just constantly going off, and you have alternating ones, and I'm like, this is kind of getting annoying, but I can't stop playing it. So
you eat too many pops and too many bloops.
Yeah.
Too pops and bloops.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just lots of things going on.
Yeah.
It's really good though. It's really weird.
You get addicted to the pop. Is that what you're saying?
Get addicted. I it's like a lot of games like that. Like where a lot of games where you just like I'm just gonna get to this, and I'm just gonna do this.
I just want to
build this. I just want to build this thing, and this.
Just one more cracking sound.
I just want to unlock this.
Just a little more crack.
Yeah, and it's got a cool level up system. Like every time you level up, you get a skill point. You spend the skill point, which shows up in. There's basically it starts with a selection of 4 different things, like little cards. And each card unlocks abilities or buildings or, upgrades or whatever. And as you unlock them, it unlocks anything adjacent to it. So, like you unlock, foraging or whatever, and you can build a forge, and you build that, and then it unlocks these other 2 cards that are next to it. So if you come around, you can actually unlock stuff by going other ways, but you just kind of spread outward.
Yeah,
and which is cool. And it's just a cool-looking, fun game.
Yeah.
And it's weird because Forager and Supraland kind of share some of the a similar aesthetic, but they're really different because one's, crafting, the other one's a puzzle,
one's
adventure
a top
game.
Down, one's
one first person. But I've been bouncing between these 2 games, and so I've been kind of in a weird cartoony,
unreality.
Yeah, it's
escapism. We're right on topic.
Yeah, sure.
Topic. topic?
Yeah.
Right on topic.
Yeah.
With our escapism.
Uh-huh. Are we going to talk about Easter? Do you want to talk about Easter? Today is Easter. We're recording this episode on Easter.
And
I only bring it up because I love Easter for really one reason.
Deviled eggs.
Yes. I love eggs.
I mean, the only thing you've raved about today is deviled eggs, so
I love eggs. I love eggs in general. I just love them. They are delicious. I don't care what you do to them.
I only like one type of deviled eggs, and it was a type that our aunt started making because she doesn't like pickle relish, and neither do I.
And I'm not a huge fan of it.
And so she did a deviled egg with using jalapenos.
Yeah, diced up jalapenos, a little bit of the jalapeno juice
instead of the pickle relish.
Really good.
It's so much better.
They're really good,
and that's the only one I like.
Those are really good, and I like them a little better. I will still eat the regular ones because I like them. I love eggs. And Easter is like the egg holiday, right? Yeah. That's all it's all about is eggs. I'm sure some people will argue and say it's about some other thing. They're wrong. It's about eggs.
So eggs you're just walking around through those egg hunts and then going, "Can I eat this?"
Yes. You know, they always do plastic eggs. They should just do hard-boiled eggs, and I will eat them.
Yeah, but there's no money in hard-boiled.
No, but there's joy.
No money.
Joy.
I like the money.
But
I
just want to stress, eggs are delicious. And it doesn't matter what you make them.
Because that's very relevant.
It is relevant. I want people to understand my love of eggs. I don't think in the 3 years we've been doing this show, I have conveyed to people how much I love eggs. Well, and people ask, like, any way you make them. I have never eaten a century egg, but I would definitely try.
No, that's disgusting.
No. Yes.
For those who don't know what a century egg is,
it's an egg you take and they pack it in some stuff,
lye
or something like that, and then let it sit for like a month.
Yeah, it's basically a rotting egg.
It turned the yolk. I mean, not the yolk. The shell, the white, like it turns into a green gelatin.
Google
the thing in the middle egg. Or maybe the yolk turns green.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I just know
but it's really weird. It looks really gross.
It looks disgusting.
But if someone showed up and said, "Hey, you want to try a century egg?"
No.
I have it right here.
I just want to clarify.
I would try.
We are not asking people to send us a
I don't think you could send us that, but if you had a way to do it,
we will not accept it.
I will try it.
No. No. We're not bringing a century egg in here.
I didn't say we would film me eating it. We might, but I wouldn't. I didn't say that.
I don't want anything to do with that.
To any of that. But I would totally try it. It might be delicious because everything else about eggs is. You hard boil them, you fry them, you poach them.
Okay, you just eat a rotten egg and then tell me how wonderful they are.
I have never eaten a raw egg.
You haven't?
I have never.
It's not hard.
No, I just said,
you just crack it open.
I'm not saying it's not hard. I just have never felt the need to do that.
There's no extra process involved. You don't have to boil it or cook it or do anything. You just crack it.
I have never done that. Yeah, that does not.
Put it in a glass and pretend you're working out because of it.
Yeah, well,
that's what for the protein.
Yeah, something. I don't know. I mean, you can still cook it. It still has the protein.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand what the raw egg thing is.
It's fast, I guess. I don't know.
Gross.
But eggs are awesome.
Moving on. To news.
Mm-hmm.
Not a whole lot of stuff, but there's a lot of little things going on this week. There was announced a very subtle Easter egg in Marvel Spider-Man. Hyper-Man.
You bring it up because it's an Easter egg?
Yes.
Yeah, what is
it? I didn't even think about that. I honestly didn't think Easter egg on Easter.
On Easter. We should have done a whole episode on Easter eggs.
Yeah, that would have been maybe interesting. Yeah. I don't know. What's your favorite Easter egg?
Hard-boiled Easter eggs.
That's not what I'm talking about. Moving on. Apparently, in Spider-Man, if you play Spider-Man on Saturday, you will not see Jewish people in the game.
What?
Because it's the Sabbath, and they don't do stuff on the Sabbath. And apparently it's a real subtle thing. So if you're playing Spider-Man on Saturday, you won't see any Orthodox Jewish people wandering the streets of New York. Can the game
normally see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently they're there. I honestly didn't notice them.
Okay.
They were just people. They were ants to me. I'm swinging through the air. I don't look at the people. I don't talk to the people on the ground. I'm in the air.
Yeah.
But apparently there's less of those people on the ground.
It's a weird
Saturday.
thing to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently they announced it. It's been in the game since launch. No one noticed at all. So... There's your Easter egg for Easter.
Well, I mean, if you play every Saturday, if that's like your gaming time, would you ever notice that you wouldn't know they were ever there because you only play on Saturday.
You're anti-Semitic, you could just play on Saturdays and not see Jewish people. It's not that's a weird way to sell it, isn't it? I'm sorry. I don't support that at all.
That's weird. That's a weird thing to put in the game. Yeah. And then be like, hey, why didn't anybody notice?
I'm just waiting for someone to mod it to where it's like every day Saturday.
Every day is Saturday.
Yeah. Some Nazi guy playing
how about
Marvel Spider-Man. He's like, yes,
you go to
the ultimate human.
If you follow one of the
Spider-Man.
NPCs around in the game until Saturday and find where he lives, we just find him there.
Well...
It seems like a weird thing to do. Does everyone else not show up on Sunday?
I've never followed anyone around.
It's really weird to me.
I don't think it's like Skyrim where you can see where every person has a home thing. Yeah. I don't think it works that like that.
Okay.
But now I'm curious if it does. That'd be weird. There's a lot of people in New York.
Yeah. Yes,
if you just hang around for one place for a while.
Okay.
It could get weird. But time doesn't change, like, regularly in that game.
It doesn't?
I mean, like, it progresses with the single player.
Yeah.
So, when it needs to be nighttime
it's
or evening, as you
what you're
do
saying
the
is
story...
time doesn't move.
Time doesn't progress unless you're doing the single player.
Okay.
And then sometimes if you do specific
are you telling me
side
there
quests...
are no characters in the campaign who are Jewish? Therefore, if you played on Saturday, they're just not there.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Seems like there's got to be one.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. But
this is a weird kind of topic. I don't know.
Yeah, well, there's a weird thing with the time in there because some of the quests happen at night or day. So you be like swinging around in the daytime during the main story. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this side quest, and then you go and talk to this dude. And then a load screen comes up and it's nighttime. And then when you finish the mission, it goes back to day. So there's a weird chronological thing going on where it happened in a specific time, but you do it whenever you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
weird.
So
Spider-Man is a time travel. Is that what you're
Apparently.
Telling me? Okay.
Or he has selective memory and he's like, oh, I already did this mission last night.
Yeah.
But I didn't remember it till just now.
All I'm saying is this game sounds weird and I'm less interested now.
You shouldn't be. It's a really good game that I haven't finished.
Yeah.
It's on the list of games I haven't finished. We're up there with Red Dead Redemption 2 and Spider-Man 2. And
that's some old news, man.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta get with the time.
I know, I just haven't had time. Yeah, we'll see. Super Mario Brothers, you're a fan, right?
Yes.
Well, you're in luck today.
Okay.
It is now available on the Commodore 64.
I saw this. I'm sorry, I yawned because I find it really hard to care. I actually yawned because I don't care.
I am actually with you on this. I don't know what the point is. I mean, it's not even a it's not even a new thing. Like, a Commodore 64 is just as old as the Nintendo. I mean, it's the Nintendo.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, exactly, as we are.
and the person, Zero Page is the username for the person, the developer for it. But 7 years making it, recreating Super Mario Bros. From the original NES on the Commodore 64.
Why?
I don't know.
Did he explain why?
I don't know.
Was it like... I can only use the Commodore 64 for health reasons. But I really wanted to play this game.
I mean, you realize that game is on mini system.
Super Mario. Yeah. And therefore, I must have it on the Commodore. Because maybe he's like a purist. He's like, the 64 was good enough. We never needed to go beyond that.
The Commodore.
That
was it.
It was the peak. As far as I am concerned, and therefore everything. The only games that I may or may not be interested in, which is not many, must be played on it. Yeah, it covered everything I wanted, except for this cool guy named Mario, who's like a plumber, maybe. And he goes through pipes, and he fights dinosaurs.
I want to shut this down right now because it's not. You're just rambling.
I don't understand. It's dumb.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. I don't understand why they did it. They wasted
People
a lot
do weird
of
things.
People
spend a lot of time doing.
I mean, I've been like, "Hey, can I put this on here?" But then I'm like, I don't have time for this shit, and move on with my life. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe you just lack the dedication, Dudley.
He's
been doing this for 7 years. What? So that means he's been trying to get. When he started this, the Commodore 64 was old then. When he started.
Yeah.
But for some reason...
You say he. I don't know if it's a he.
I mean, the person. I'm sorry. I shouldn't assume genders. This person. ZP. Decided that 7 years ago set out, I'm going to do this. And maybe as an exercise, as a programmer or something like that, which I can understand. I just want that, whatever that piece of information that it says.
I didn't see the reason. But if Zero Page wants to contact us and let us know what the reasoning was and why they spent 7 years and didn't give up, let us know.
7 years on a system that had been out for 23 or something.
Yeah, it's more than that.
Alright. But at that point.
I mean, Commodore's been out a long time.
Yes. I got a processor for a Commodore 64.
That's nice.
It's got like 10 pins on it total.
No, it has more than that.
It's 15.
Maybe 12.
16. An even number. It's the same amount on either side.
This week, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate updated. They added a new character called
You want
Joker.
to talk about a game I haven't played?
The Joker?
I mean, I did play it.
Not the Joker.
I own it.
Joker.
Yes. It's not like
Which
Batman
means nothing
Joker.
to me.
Yeah.
Because it's from a character from a game I didn't play.
Yeah, Persona
5.
I hear good things about it.
I hear good things.
It's supposed to be a really good game. I have not played it.
But the more interesting thing about the update is they added stage building.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was going to be a thing.
I didn't either.
Until I saw the weird thing people were making out of it.
There's two things of note.
Yeah.
One of them is, of course, there's a lot of dicks.
But
there's a lot of dicks in there now.
Yeah.
So if you weren't expecting dicks in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, 1, you have no imagination. 2,
I would argue. That the people making the dicks are limited on some of their creativity.
I don't know. They're pretty creative dicks.
Are you calling them dicks or the dicks dicks?
Oh, either one. It's vice versa.
Okay.
It could go either way. Just like some dicks.
Yeah, just like some dicks.
But the second most interesting one I saw...
This is the most interesting thing to you?
I led which one I thought would be funnier.
Okay. Hold on.
And then the actual one I thought was interesting.
I mean, it's fine, Dudley. You can like dicks. You can be a dick.
I don't have Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I know some kids went through like a phase where they drew dicks a lot, and I guess they never got out of this phase.
Did you?
Anybody?
Wait, hang on. Did you draw dicks?
No, I did not. No.
You want to talk? I
draw more dicks now than I did as a child, which is not many.
Well, I think that says something more about you now than it does as you as a child.
I mean, dicks are funny.
Dicks are funny.
And that's it.
That's really it. But that's why I led with it.
Completely ruins what I was going into, but so fine.
Okay.
The joke I was going to make is that people set out to make something in a creative space
and
that
they
is afforded to them by things like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like, man, I'm going to make my own stage. What the hell am I going to put in it?
Yeah. Let's put a giant dick right here.
Inspiration. I need some inspiration. There it is.
Uh-huh.
And they did it.
Yeah. Well, I always think it's an accidental thing. Like, no, bear with me. So, like, you're in Minecraft, and you're like, I'm gonna build a tower. and you're like, I got my tower, I'm going off.
And I'm gonna put the big buttresses on the bottom of it.
No, that comes in when you accept that you've made a deck. But first, you're just going, you got the shaft going up, you're just building a tower. And you're like, oh, I need a big area up the top. A big room. That'll be my fortress, the head of the tower. Big. I need lots of space. This bulbous head.
I need some.
And then you're like,
some drainage pipes running haphazardly up and down.
Wait a minute. I made a giant dick in the desert. Let's add some balls. All right, we're good. Some shrubbery. You know, for some. You know.
Yes.
The
pubic region.
You
build it right up next to a forest.
Next to a forest.
Yeah.
And then you cut it down.
And then
you gotta go smooth.
And just a little south there is a sinkhole.
That's the cave of wonder.
Is that what?
Sometimes you go explore.
Is that what you call?
Some people are comfortable with it. Some people aren't. But anyway, I give people a benefit of doubt.
Welcome to Deaf and Dumb. We don't usually talk about this, but today I guess it's
we
Easter. So
now the second thing I thought was pretty cool, but it's not as interesting now because we spent 5 minutes talking about dicks. Is that someone made the DVD player?
Yeah.
Screensaver.
Yeah, screensaver, old school.
It just says DVD
and it's
bouncing around.
Yeah,
and I like that kind of.
It's funny.
Yeah. And the rest of them, I didn't care. I didn't look at that many.
That was the spectrum.
That was the spectrum. DVD menu.
Dicks.
Penises.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then someone needs to make it's the DVD menu, except it's a dick fighting a dick. So D versus D DVD, and it's floating around.
No. Even better. It's a dick and balls both floating around, and you're waiting for them to align. Because the whole thing with that DVD thing is you were waiting for it to go in the exact corner.
Yeah, but...
So, because it would always go and bounce off the edge. So if it goes right into the corner, it bounces directly back out.
Yeah.
So, and it happens, but it's very rare.
Yeah, you gotta wait a long time.
So, yeah, so it'd be the same thing. It's like a thing that doesn't happen very often. It's floating balls and a dick, and you're waiting for them to cross and line up perfectly.
No.
Just saying.
No.
Someone could make it. If it hasn't been made yet. They're working on it.
Okay.
I'm not going to go look for it, though. Moving on.
Oh no.
My.
Oh, no.
Well, there it is.
That is not what I meant.
It's not an Ultimate Smash Brothers. But it is out there.
What do you... Google.
Dick and balls.
Dick and
DVD.
ball alignment Super Smash Bros. I gotta scroll a long ways to get to that one.
Wait. Nope. Porn. Wait. No. Nope. Porn. And, yeah. That's the way it happened.
Yeah.
That's the internet.
And that's how Dudley got really into Super Smash Brothers porn.
Maybe it might happen. We don't know until we go. Bunch of news for the Switch this week.
Okay.
First off, Cuphead released on Switch.
Yeah, it did. If I hadn't gotten Supraland or Forager,
you would have bought it.
I probably would have got it.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not 100% sure it's a game I will enjoy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's difficult. Aesthetically, it looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Mechanically, I don't know if it's something I really care to play.
Yeah.
But
you know, if you're into that thing, that Mickey Mouse style,
which is the part I love.
Yeah. The part you love, the part you need.
I don't need it.
Okay. They've also announced that a smaller, cheaper, more portable Switch model is planned for the fall.
Oh, yeah.
Which I don't get at all.
I thought they were coming out, aren't they coming out with two models?
They are. Well, the plan is two of them. Yeah. They've pushed back the development of the more powerful version of it.
Oh, really? Okay.
But
I hadn't heard this.
The more powerful version of the Switch will be pushed back. Apparently, it's not coming out this year. But they are still working on it. I guess.
A smaller version?
But they're coming out with a faller, cheaper...
A faller?
More portable. And that's how they say it. And I just don't understand what the appeal of that is.
I guess children.
Children?
Yeah.
Maybe?
That's something you need to think about, Dudley.
I don't need to think about that for at least a couple more years.
Yeah.
Once my kid knows how to use his thumbs.
Yeah, understands that these things are not just for sucking on.
And scratching your face.
And scratching your face.
Because babies do that.
They do that, yeah.
Yes.
They're
violent.
They're
very aggressive.
The baby's existence is purely sensory and figuring out the senses and figuring out what touching and tasting and smelling and pain is.
And then they realize existence is pain.
Yes.
And they start a podcast to talk about it.
Yes.
We went to a dark place with that.
No, I can go darker.
I know, but we're not going to. So the Switch may be sold in China for the first time.
Good for China.
Good for China. China has recently stopped banning consoles in the last couple years.
I didn't know they banned consoles.
Apparently, they banned outside consoles from coming into China. So they lifted the ban, I think, in 2015, something like that. Not a few years ago. And Xbox and PlayStation have been, I think, extending consoles there, but Nintendo hasn't yet. Mm-hmm. So Nintendo is about to tap into a huge market.
Yeah.
Like a third of the planet market.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make some money. But we're mainly working with a company over there, and they're hope to be shipping Nintendo Switches to China. Okay. So that's some interesting news, I guess. Mm-hmm. If you're following the globalization of consoles.
Yeah. I mean, they're all from Japan, so...
Yeah.
The one's worth getting.
I mean,
anyway.
You think, right there, just come over the pond or whatever. They say that, right? In Japan?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they might, but not in English.
Well, of course not.
Yeah. Yes, we can imagine that Japan and China have a relationship like England and America. We're like, just hop over the pond.
I think it's more like England and France.
Yeah. I mean, that's closer.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't speak the same language.
There's a pond between them.
But neither does, you know.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see what the new, smaller, portable Switch is going to be like, and what the eventual development of the more powerful one will be like. I assume it'll just be able to run the games better.
That generally means, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very thorough. I spent a lot of time thinking about that.
I'm just speculating.
It'll run it better. I mean, it won't be different games. I hope it's not like the 2DS or 3DS Plus or whatever it's called, new 3DS that some games would only play on the new 3DS.
Yes.
I hope it's not like that.
I think that if they make a more powerful Switch, it will be able to play games better. More better.
All day.
All day, every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
There's the new update for the Switch allows you to transfer individual save files.
Oh, nice.
Also, you can zoom in now. So if you're like playing a
zoom
game,
into what?
The screen. Like you can zoom
like
in
games?
on the game. Yeah, you can zoom in. So if you have trouble, there's too many things on your small screen, you zoom in.
I have never thought I needed to zoom in on a Switch.
Well, apparently your eyes work just fine.
You know, it had a zoom in built in already.
Did it?
Yeah. You take it and you go.
You just move it closer to your face.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Up. That's too big. Let me back it off.
Yep,
that's better.
It. That's it.
That's exactly how I do.
That makes the pixels just small enough I can still tell what it is without hurting my eyes.
Yes. It's a portable system, though.
Yeah. Well, but they're going to make it smaller and more portable with the next version.
And if they make a more powerful version, it'll play games better.
More better. That's what we want, a more better Switch.
This might be the dumbest show we've ever done.
We have, but lots of.
And we claim that a lot.
Yes. But we set the bar lower every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Another big news this week Wait, did I finish with the Switch stuff? Yes.
I believe you did.
I did. Lots of details about the next generation PlayStation.
Yes.
Which I am intrigued by.
I am too, but I don't want to buy it.
I definitely might be considering buying it, depending on the price.
Just upgraded.
I did.
And I just bought one.
Uh-huh.
I don't see the purpose.
I do.
I don't see the porpoise.
Porpoise? Yeah. I see the porpoise. I see the potential for porpoise.
Uh-huh.
Lots of potential in the porpoise. I
am interested
details.
in the specs, though.
The specs on it are pretty good.
They're pretty
It's apparently going to have a third generation AMD Ryzen processor, which is
the latest and greatest
nice.
AMD processor. Mm-hmm. I would like one for my PC.
Yeah, I would too. And then there's also going to have a custom Radeon a GPU, and that's based on one of them. I don't remember which one. It doesn't matter. But we'll have ray tracing.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with ray tracing?
Yes, I am.
Is our listeners familiar with ray tracing?
Some of them, maybe.
It basically makes stuff look good after reflecting things.
Yeah, it basically...
Surfaces have reflections.
Yeah, it basically... It's able to process the trajectory of light.
Yeah, it traces the light beam, basically. Yeah. So when you're looking at an object that might have a reflective surface, it tracks the light.
It's able to track what the angles are and everything.
Creates it in a realistic space.
Yeah, because, that's what happens in reality.
Yeah. It's a big thing right now. Yeah. And a lot of GPU processing. Will be 8K.
Whoa! Really?
Yes.
Dang.
We'll support 8K, even though there aren't many 8K TVs. In fact, the demonstration of it was shown on a 4K TV.
I have a 4K TV, and it's fine. It's plenty.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a video guy, and I'm looking at it going, I don't perceive ever needing more pixels.
I can see 8K being good, being able to handle 8K when you do VR.
Yeah,
potentially,
that's
especially
true.
when the
that's
higher
fair.
end, you get 2 4K screens. Yeah. It basically, it doesn't work that way.
How it works.
It's not how it works at all. But the realism,
it's hype.
No, I know. I'm a video guy, and I know.
Actually, it's not.
I was just.
It's not right.
No.
Actually, it's width on 4K.
Yeah. So you're wrong.
I guess. I will apologize and say you might be right. You're probably still wrong.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it'll help with the resolution in front of your eyes, so it'll be better.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for laying that out.
It'll become very handy when 8K TVs become affordable.
Yes.
Which, who knows when that'll be. If it will even be a necessity.
A necessity. It's not. It is a Nessa.
Whenever
not a Nessa.
Whenever it becomes
Nessa.
a Nessa.
Yes.
It will have a solid state hard drive,
which is really cool.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I have a solid state drive in my my PC,
and it's very nice.
It's very nice.
I'm thinking about buying a new one for mine.
I am too.
They're like $78 for 500 gig.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
And I really want to get one.
Yeah.
You can get one cheaper, but I like the brand that I'm looking at. So, and then it's also apparently going to be backwards compatible.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope for that. I mean, it just gets to the point where, like, there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
Like, after a point, you're like, okay. I mean, they're basically computers. And it's not like computers, PC games. And there were times where that was true, where literally it was built to run on this operating system.
Yeah.
It doesn't run on newer ones better. But
they're getting to where they have emulations so you can play classic games anyway, so there's really no excuse not to have backwards compatibility at this point. Because they're creating the emulations anyway.
Yes.
So load it on the system.
Exactly.
I am curious if it'll be fully backward compatible.
Yeah.
I heard the rumor that it would be, like PS3 and back.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't confirm that anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, do they mean backward compatible as in it'll play PS4 games?
Yeah.
Or PS4 and beyond?
Which would be amazing. And that's the selling point for me. That is the total selling point for me, because I still have my PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
It's not hooked up, but I still have it because Huh?
It's in a corner.
No, it's actually stacked on top of my Xbox 360, which is not hooked up either.
Yeah. Mine doesn't work anymore, my 360.
Oh, really?
No, it doesn't work anymore.
No, mine works fine, I think. I haven't turned it on
the last time I turned
it
on, it went and gave me some red light, and then it's just been sitting there ever since.
Oh, wow. If it is... I've kept that PlayStation 3 because I have PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation... Not many PlayStation 3 games, but a few. And that's the only way I can play them is by hooking up my PlayStation 3. Yeah. And that's the only reason I haven't gotten rid of it. Is because if I ever want to go back and play my back catalog, I can.
Yeah. Do you think that is likely?
Huh?
Do you think it's likely you'll go back to the back catalog?
Not anytime soon, but maybe.
Okay.
I could dream.
It's a dream.
And if the PlayStation 5, which is not an official name yet, they haven't even given it a name. They didn't call it a PlayStation 5. They said the next gen.
Okay.
But it'll probably be PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
And
come this far with the brand.
Maybe it'll just be the PlayStation.
Yeah, sure. Make it a subscription service.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get a new prescription.
Go like Google.
Yeah, get a new PlayStation every year. Every 2 years. With you pay $300 a month.
You get all the games. Every game that ever comes out.
But if it allows me to play all of them, it'd be worth it to me. I could get rid of 2 consoles and I'd play all my games.
I think that's pie in the sky, man. I don't think that's what it's gonna be.
And if it doesn't have that, I probably won't get it.
Exactly.
So.
And on that note, do you have anything else?
There was a couple games I wanted to talk about that I saw that were intriguing. But I don't think we have time to talk about them. I'll just say the names, so go check them out. There's Katana Zero, which is a 2D action platformer, time manipulation samurai game. It looks cool. Cyberpunk stuff. And then also a short hike looked interesting. It's I
don't know this one.
It's you're a bird who goes on a trip out to the mountain, the wilderness, and then you take a hike up a mountain because you're trying to get a better cell signal. And then it's like a whole, like...
You're a bird, right?
You're a little bird.
You can fly.
You would think so.
Birds can fly.
But they drive in the game.
So this is like Anamorphosized.
It's like, Animal Crossing type bird.
Okay.
Yeah. And it looks cute.
I need to see this.
It's like a pixel art.
Doesn't make sense.
Top-down
Seems
game.
like the dude should be able to just fly up, get himself signal, make a phone call.
Well, there is a gliding element to it, so I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Is he a chicken?
No, he's a bird.
Is he a turkey?
I don't think so.
I mean, those are birds.
Yes, but I don't think so.
They are just birds that are known for not flying.
Yes.
Is he a peacock?
Maybe he's a penguin.
Is he a penguin?
Penguin. I would be more interesting if he was a penguin.
A penguin voiced by
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Penguins.
Please go to our website at deafandumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com. And, comment, like, subscribe, all those things. We are available literally anywhere you want to listen to us.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say literally. I mean, there's probably somewhere we're not.
I am standing by that.
Okay. If we're not there, let us know.
If we're not there and you want us there, we will be there.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What if it costs money?
No.
Exactly.
Because, no.
Yeah.
I mean, if they want to pay for us to put it there.
Then maybe.
Maybe. We're on YouTube, as many of you are seeing us right now.
Not many, but few.
Shh.
I see the numbers.
So if you want to see the hand gestures that I make and how often I reach over and touch Dudley's shoulder,
which I tell you to stop, but you don't listen.
You should watch us on YouTube. If but you do you deaf and dumb however you want to. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Deaf and Dumb.